Today I just got a package in the mail from Amazon.com where I ordered a certain Cannibal film on Blu-ray. Now I own this movie on DVD, but I was looking at my Blu-rays and I'm like, you know, I need to have this in my collection. And it is Cannibal Ferox here on Blu-ray. This is the Deluxe edition, which includes 2 Blu-rays and 1 CD soundtrack. Now, when it comes to the design, it's pretty much like the DVD. It's got the red outline here with the black, just like the DVD does. It says Grindhouse releasing Umberto Lenzi, who also directed this film, Eaten Alive. But I like his work. He does a good job with his films. They're very gory, and it's kind of shocking in ways, some of the death scenes. But here it's got the warning label. Due to its shocking and violent subject matter, no one under 17 should view this film. I was younger than 17 when I first saw this. Quick little story. This film, when it was released on VHS, was actually called Make Them Die Slowly. It was not called Cannibal Ferox. I remember going into my local video store to rent movies, and I was looking around the VHSs and I saw this, Make Them Die Slowly. It was in a clamshell box, had the same cover with the guy with the machete. And I was like, wow, this looks crazy. So I rented it. And, I took it home, watched it, and I was right. It was crazy. A lot of nudity, a lot of realistic death scenes, gore. But it got me hooked. I'm a gore nut. So I thought the effects were really, really good. So we're going to turn it over on the back here. And there you go. Make Them Die Slowly. That was the title. So it's cool that they still have that. Here are some images from the film. And this particular image right here, where a guy gets something cut off that's very dear to any man. It's hard to watch that scene because of what happens to him. Some say he deserves it, but it's horrific. It just hurts looking at it. But anyway, special features. This is the original, unrated, uncensored director's cut. You got the spectacular new 2K transfer, scanned from the original camera negative, shocking deleted footage lost for over 30 years, and so on. Bunch of stuff. And like I said, it's the 3-disc deluxe edition. 2 Blu-rays and a CD soundtrack. 1981, it's 93 minutes. Region A. On the spine, it says Cannibal Ferox, but it's got the Grindhouse releasing emblem there, and it's BOS 013. I think the Cannibal Holocaust one on Blu-ray is BOS 011, I think. So I'm going to put this to the side here. Bring out the case and cover up a little bit of nudity, because that's what these cannibal films like to do, is present a lot of their stuff with nudity. Here we go, there's the cover there. Girl getting tied up who's showing her breasts, and then in the corner there you can see the guy not having a good day. He's tied up and he's going to get ready to lose something very valuable. More valuable than money. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, that's the front cover of the case, and on the back, I think maybe I can just cover this part up here. Okay. On the back, on the top it says Make Them Die Slowly. It's pretty much the same as the slipcover back. It's got some new images there though, and it lists all the special features. So there's nothing really to show there. You open it up, and I think I can show this because there's nothing really going on here. Here it's got the 2 Blu-rays with some cover art on the actual disc, and then this thing is pretty cool here. Now this is exactly what it looked like. You know, the actual VHS. That's, you know, this is what it looked like. It said "Make them die slowly," and it was actually, you know, the same kind of image on the front. So it's a little booklet that shows some things. Here is a scene that's really gory as well, where a guy, you know, they stick his head underneath this table, and part of his head is showing on the top. They cut it off, the top of his head, and his brains spill out, and they start eating his brains. Yeah, very, very gory, very realistic in that way, but yeah, that's that part. I'm going to show this too. I'll just cover this up. Here is the soundtrack, Cannibal Ferox soundtrack, and there is the scene where a girl gets hung by her breasts with hooks, which looks really painful. I don't know what's more painful, being hung by your breasts or getting your manhood cut off. I don't really know. I don't want to know. But the back side I can show. There's nothing really going on there. Just a woman pleading for help. But you have all the tracks listed. The New York City main title, jungle theme, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And I think I can show the actual disc, and here is a better image of the guy with his brains underneath the table. And like I said, they just cut off the top of his head, which is over there, with his hair, and then start eating his brains. I thought that was a brilliant kill. I mean, that's something you just don't see. But that is the CD soundtrack right there. Cannibal Ferox. Now I own the Cannibal Holocaust one, which is fantastic. It comes with the Blu-ray. So anyway, really quick, Umberto Lenzi, of course I mentioned this before, he did Eaten Alive, which in the States, back in the VHS days, was called The Emerald Jungle. That's what this movie was called. But again, it's changed to Eaten Alive, Umberto Lenzi, in his cannibal films. But Cannibal Ferox on Blu-ray. Really cool. These films, I just like them for their gore and special effects and stuff. You know, the stories aren't like the greatest, and I don't like the animal kills. I think they could do without those. I do like how, you know, there are things where you can turn off the animal deaths, especially in Cannibal Holocaust, which I like. They don't need to do that. I don't know why they felt that, you know, they needed to kill animals to provide more shock value or something. The movie's already shocking. You know, people got in trouble in Cannibal Holocaust for, you know, being accused of it being real. That's how real the special effects were. They're very violent movies, and you know, nowadays people talk about the Saw movies being so violent. People getting cut up by saws and cut in half and stuff like that. Watch these films. The Saw films do not even hold a candle to these movies. Okay? They're nothing compared to these movies. You want to talk about realistic gore effects and torture and all that stuff? Watch any kind of cannibal movie from the 80s or 70s or anything like that. You'll be blown away by it. Anyway, I like these movies because of their, you know, the cheesy story, the cheesy acting, but the great horror effects and gore effects. So, anyway, guys, this is just a little review of the Blu-ray Cannibal Ferox Deluxe Edition. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. One of these days, I'm going to do my entire Cannibal collection, because I have quite a few of them. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you have not. You know, leave a comment. You know, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And stay tuned for more of these.